4th of July sale happening here at the Q, and you can look for special deals on all categories of things. We've got some sale prices in our show this evening or afternoon, depending upon where you are in the country, with our good friend Chef Chris and our Rastelli and Friends show. We have a sale price on the Rastelli's Black Angus Filet Mignon tips. These have already been popular, and Chris, I know you're going to give us lots of ideas for how we use these, but these are a favorite from Rastelli's. So we have a 12 count, and that's going to be $87.98. That's a $17.60 easy pay. You can double the amount, which would be the 24 count. Keep in mind, doubling the amount isn't doubling the price. As a matter of fact, it's a $32.98 savings if you go ahead and get the 24 count. And we are more limited in that 24 count. So sale price, easy pay, free shipping, but if you stock up to the 24 count, it's an even better savings. So Chris, we talked Black Angus sirloin steaks a little earlier. Let's talk Black Angus Filet Mignon tips.
Lee, I'm not going to lie. These are one of my favorites.
Are they?
Everyone has a favorite, but this is actually one of my favorite items that I always have in my freezer, and there's a reason why.
Okay.
It's actually filet mignon. And when you understand, when I show you, I'm going to go to the board, but I just wanted to just show you how beautiful these are.
Oh, look at that.
These are absolutely beautiful. And it's filet mignon. And people are saying, you know, why do they look so small? Well, it's coming from the tip, right, of the tail of the filet. And that's why they look smaller. And I'm going to show you, though, why it's so important to understand what you're getting here. Okay, so I'm going to take you to the board, Leah, because I'm going to show you what a whole filet meal, a whole filet looks like. Okay. And this is a filet mignon, right? This is what all steak eaters this is like the king of the king, right? When you go out at a restaurant. So here's what we do. We cut this here, and this becomes the actual roast during the holidays for QVC.
Oh.
We end up net that, right?
Okay.
Then what we do is we take the center. And the center normally goes to restaurants, because what they're doing is they're cutting those beautiful 5, 6, and even 8-ounce steaks.
Right.
Okay, and this, Leah, you're gonna find this at what? $50, $60 a plate.
Easily.
Look at the beautiful marbling in here.
Wow.
This is Black Angus. This is aged 28 days. It comes from our local farmers, right, that have been dealing with Ray for 45 years. Look at the marbling that you see in a filet mignon. In a regular filet mignon, you don't see that type of marbling. So there's your center cut. Then what we do is we take the next couple and we use it for the 2-ounce tip. The 2-ounce fillets that we have, right? So we do a little, and it's still, look, it's still the filet mignon, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're cutting the same piece of meat, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, here's what we're left with, okay? This is what we're talking about right now, the filet tip. And why it's so important is because it's the same piece of meat, right? So you're getting such a good value to get filet mignon. And here's what we do with it. We take it like this, you cut it here, we cut it here, take the tail off, and this is what we're getting. We're getting these 5 beautiful pieces of filet mignon. Now this is gonna eat, Leah, just the same as these center cut pieces are gonna eat.
Yeah. Okay?
But because restaurants have to make sure the plates look, they need the center cut for plate presentation.
Right.
What I like to do is I'm just gonna do it right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna take these tips that I just cut, because this is how we eat them at home. And I just put them on a skewer.
Oh.
Okay, I skewer them just like this, right?
Yeah.
They're ready to go. And then what I do is I'll take my teriyaki sauce, I'll give them a little marinade, right? And that's it.
That's it.
That's it. And then they're going right on the grill.
Right on the grill.
Right on that grill.
So,
that's simple. And
same flavor that I've paid the premium for that, that beautiful plate presentation for the 6-ounce or 8-ounce in the restaurant. I'm getting, it's the same deliciousness.
It's the same as you would get as a center cut, as you would get as the Chateaubriand that you're paying for $120. It is literally the same piece of meat. And that's why I'm so excited about these, because my family loves these. Yeah. And when the kids come over, I'll make 10, 12 skewers. I'll marinate them. some in Italian, some with the Rastelli seasoning, some are going to be in the actual teriyaki. And I'll make 3 or 4 different varieties of skewers right on the grill. And you know what the best thing about these are? They cook on the grill. They will cook literally in 5 minutes. Okay. 2.5 minutes on each side. And you're done, and you're taking them off. Because so if you're and you're having a gourmet dinner, you know, you're having a dinner that you couldn't have at a restaurant, you know? It's just such a great value. And it's the Black Angus from our farmers that we've been dealing with for 45 years, right? It is.
So, Chris, tell us how, so when these come, how do these come? Do these come in a package as well that go right into my freezer, and then I'm ready to use?
Yeah, they're going to come exactly the same way. Okay. They're going to come with your seasoning packet, right? So you have your seasoning. And they're going to come in these beautiful little 4-ounce, again, the same situation. You have 12 months in the freezer with these. These thaw very quickly. The night before is fine, but 15, 20 minutes in a bowl with cold water, they're thawed. They're going to be, by keeping them in the packaging, it's going to be safe, you know? So the great thing, too, about this is, Leah, is when you thaw these, and just say something happens in your plants and you're thawing these out and you didn't get to them. This will last another 5, 6, 7, 8 days in your refrigerator. Really? Because they're individually cryovac, all the bacteria is locked out, and because they're sealed, they're going to continue to actually age in your refrigerator and even get more tender. So it's something that's really, really nice. So in case there's a little monkey wrench in your summer plans, someone doesn't show up, you know, it happens. It's okay, right? Yeah, it's okay. I love that. You're going to be able to, and look at that. This is like almost. Which is nice. I mean, we're always prepared. Like, what I love about having, you know, any of the things from Rastelli in my freezer is that I'm always prepared. You know, it's never the day where like, oh, I don't have anything to make for dinner, or friends drop by and you think like, oh, there's nothing to pop on the grill. The thing that I think a lot of people too love, Chris, about the Black Angus Filet Mignon tips is that it lends itself to so many different recipe ideas, whether I'm gonna, you know, whether it's steak and eggs for breakfast, whether it's what I'm putting on top of my salad, whether I'm, you know, putting it in my pasta, making a little sandwich. I can do all of those things with these, right? We have our little appetizer, right? Because they're perfect bite size. You can use for a nice little dip. There's your appetizer. One of my favorites, I gotta tell you, this is my favorite at home. And is our grilled cheese. Look at that. Oh, so we do a grilled cheese with filet tips. I'm going to bring it over here. Okay. But look at that. You got to show us that. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah. Gruyere cheese, sauteed caramelized onions, seasoned filet tips with the Rastelli seasoning. Wow. Toasted. Oh my! I wish you were here, Leah. That's all I can say. I wish you were here to see this. But you know what? You've inspired me. That might be dinner later. Yeah, and it's just another way to have a actual casual dinner that's not as formal, because this is something that they're so good, it doesn't have to be formal. Have fun with it. I love it. Skewers, kebabs. Yeah, and you know what I also think is great, and I know our time is short, we're about to wrap up, but it's also, you know, the delicious premium steak and filet shouldn't just be for those special occasions when you go out to a fancy restaurant. That should be every day for you and your family to enjoy, and that's exactly what this is. So in 84363, that's the item number, not only do we have a sale price on the 4-ounce Black Angus Filet Mignon tips, but we have your option of either the 12 count, which is $87.98, that's a $17.60 easy pay, or you can double the amount to 24 count, but it's not double the price. It's $32.98 saved when you go ahead and opt for the stock up and save at 24 count. So stay in the process of ordering if you'd like Rastelli's 4-ounce Black Angus Filet Mignon tips. Oh, this is fun. I love hanging out with Rastelli.